Hello, you lovely buggers, are you well? Yeah. Thank you very much for having me. I've come from Manchester to do this gig. Yeah, the Birmingham of the North, sir. Yes, you're right to be proud. I'm sort of settled there now. I went to university there, and then what happened is I left uni and bought my own house, and people always say to me, how have you managed to buy a house at your age? I just explained to them, I've sort of done it the old-fashioned way. I've worked really, really hard, and I've sort of saved up all my free time, and I invested it into one elderly relative. That has paid off now, So I'm not from Manchester originally. I'm from Wales, actually, and I love going back. Yeah, it's a fucking great place. I love going back and seeing my family. I don't love bumping into the people I went to school with. They've all found out that I do stand-up comedy, and you think they'd be like, brilliant, one of us got away. Not at all, right? I saw this girl who was in my form class, and she came up to me and she said, someone told me that you do comedy now. You weren't very funny in school. It's nice and supportive, isn't it? And what I wanted to say was, well, you didn't strike me as being particularly maternal, but... Here they all are. Don't cut me, I didn't do that. She used to beat the shit out of me. She said, oh, I didn't think you're allowed to get baby's ears pierced, and then I ran away, so I won that. I'm genuinely worried about my reputation where I live. No good way of me getting into this story, but essentially... my local takeaway thinks that I'm a prostitute. Do with that information what you will, but that's absolutely true. And it's because doing this job, I usually finish work quite late at night, somewhere between sort of 1 and 3 in the morning, right? This is the kind of shit I always wear when I'm on stage. So I used to walk into the takeaway, they'd see me dressed like this and go, oh, have you been for a night out, love? And I go, no, sorry, I've just finished work. Dead-eyed stare at 2 o'clock in the morning. They all assumed I was using my mouth to make my living in a very different way, right? And I'm quite innocent. I'm from the countryside, so it just didn't click with me until I walked in there a few months ago, right? Walked in and nodded for the usual, and they said, you're right, love. How was work? I said it was okay, you know. I had about 300 in. A couple of big stag parties as well. I wasn't expecting that, so there we go. I think it's on Groupon. This story keeps following me around, though, because I'm on Twitter. That's part of being a comedian, right? Being on Twitter. So is my takeaway. And I know this because they sent me a tweet, God love them, and they sent a tweet to me and it said, hello, Kiri, it's us. Will you do our Christmas pie, which is so cute, isn't it? But you really hope they realise that I am a stand-up comedian, not a prostitute. That's a tough December gig, isn't it? Hand it round like some terrible game of Pass the Parcel. Stop the music. You've been lovely. You've been so fun. What a nice way to spend an evening. Because I get to go home now, jump on the train back to Manchester, and I think I'll tell them all about you. Tell the takeaway all about 200 people in a dark room in front of a camera crew. They'll fucking love that shit, won't they? So I've been Kiri Pritchard-McLean. Thank you very much. Good night.